with compassion. We treat our patients as if we were treating our own family member. We have a lot of different roles in the Cancer Center. The doctors and the nurses, the pharmacy to the pharmacy techs, the lab, the medical assistants. We also have our social worker, our dietitian. The volunteers are fantastic. We really appreciate them.
This is actually a place where they like to come. We do a lot of joking. We do a lot of laughing.
Cancer patients are the best patients. They become part of your family as we become part of theirs. They'll be coming in every week or every other week, which allows our associates to build a relationship with the patients that transcends their cancer care. I've had lots of patients who have said, I'm so thankful that you guys are so close by. I can't imagine driving further away this often to get my treatment.
You're gonna see the same nurses and the same staff members every time you come in. And so it's not just great cancer care, it's also the ability to have that family atmosphere and that feeling of people really do care about me.